Hello, I'm Jashikins, and welcome to another little vlog review. This time of the Hannibal episode, the number of the beast is 666. And yeah, I am back after, recovering. So for all those of you who are watching this on my blog and are like, why wasn't there any Josh Reads, or why wasn't there Josh Talk, or any of my podcasts? I got better. At least I'm better enough to do vlogs and shit, so. And Hannibal. Hanagram. I am a Hanagram shipper. For those of you who are unaware of the shipping term, it means someone who thinks that Hannibal Lecter and Will Graham a couple. Should be a couple. And Brian Fuller has stated in the past that it's canon, just not in a sexual aspect. And this made me so happy. It's like Will Graham as Bedelia. Does Hannibal love me? I'm like, I go just like, oh my god, like at the edge of my seat. How is this question going to be answered? And Bedelia basically says, yes, though Will is understandably disturbed because he's like, oh god, I have a psycho killer in love with me. What the fuck? Is this really the reason why Molly and Walter were attacked? Because he was fucking jealous? It's like, what? Like a expression of, what the fuck has my life come to? So, it seems to be in canon that, yeah, Hannibal is in love with Will, but Will's like, just stay away, bro, just stay away. And Hannibal's like, oh, just love me. So it seems to not be reciprocated, and I don't know, for some reason, at least for me, that those are like relationships I adore in fiction. It's like, why won't you love me? So it's like, for some of my non-canon ships, when people tell me, hey, this relationship is one-sided, that it's not reciprocated, I'm like, that makes it more adorable. It's like, yeah, I'm fucking weird like that. And comes a big part of every season of Hannibal, and if it gets renewed, oh god, there'd be something in 4, 5, and 6 like this. We have come to the what the fuck will Brian Fuller and company do to Chilton this season? Set him ablaze. And what's nice is that Chilton aflame on the wheelchair imitates what happened to Freddie Lowndes, last season, or at least what the FBI was faking. And it's good, in context of the show of that happening, like the Red Dragon is using something against them. Like, yeah, I saw this before. Sort of seems like that, or at least I don't know if the Red Dragon really knew that. I'd have to, go back and look to make double sure. So if that's correct, if the Red Dragon did know, yay, and, comment below. I'm in like 2 Hannibal groups, so the answer will come out. But if you do know, comment below. And so it's good in continuity with the show, but it's also good that in the original novel Red Dragon by Thomas Harris, this scene did happen to Freddie Lowndes, who in the novel is a guy, and it happened in the novel. So, and then in the adaptation of Red Dragon, we get it. you know. So I just liked how it worked in the sense of the series and in the behind the scenes. I liked how those two played out. And I wasn't worried at all that Chilton was actually going to die. Because if you killed him off, if there's a next season, you won't have a Chilton to play with. And if you do get the Blu-ray of season 2, they do talk about, like, in the 6th season, we'll have, Chilton just be a walking head, like just a little cybernetic head, like walking around. So it's like, it does seem like, torturing Chilton every season is a thing. And I'm sorry, I know there's some good Chilton lovers out there, but yeah, that happened. And it was fucking gruesome too. It's just like all the skin, and it's like, God. And the Red Dragon just ripping Chilton's lip off. That was like, there's very few points in this show where I actually turn away, like just accidentally. I usually just go, fuck. Not looking away, but this time I had to look away. It might be because I'm not grossed out by many stuff, but it seems like a lot of stuff involving the mouth, like spit, vomit, just grosses me out, so that might be a reason why. I don't know about myself. And this is the last episode before the possible series finale, and I really, really hope that it isn't the series finale, because there's a 6-season plan, and it's just so fuck. It's a remarkable show, and for all my fellow fans who have tried to keep this show afloat season after season, you've done all you can do. You might sometimes think that, hey, if I did this one more thing, things would change, but we as fans can only do so much. So, everyone who was involved in, just pushing to get a season 3, thank you very much. And Hannibal is a high quality show, so there's gotta fucking be someone out there who will take it and let it live out for its remaining 6 seasons. I mean, we got in the Red Dragon story arc. What about Clarice? Or, whoever we'd get in her place, depending on the whole legal side of things. And anyways, I have been Jashikins, and my final thoughts for the Hannibal episode, the number of the beast, is 666. This was great. It was Reba and Francis Dollarhide. I fucking loved their relationship. I loved it in the books. I loved it in the 2 movie adaptations. So I was interested to see what, happened here. And I love this show, but in the book, Francis Dollarhide's backstory is incredibly moving, and I don't think the final episode will have enough time to actually learn, his backstory, because it is extremely painful. And if you read the book, Red Dragon by Thomas Harris, yeah, it's painful. It's painful. On my other channel, Josh Reads, after I'm finished with Animorphs #1, I might possibly be reading Red Dragon next. But I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. I have 2 or 3 books I'm thinking of reading next. And if you have any questions on the Hannibal episode, the number of the beast is 666. Comment below. I'd love to start a conversation. Hannibal is awesome. And anyways, I have been Jashikins owner at jashikins.blogspot.com. If you go to my blog, it's mainly she's recovering sick for a week, and so I wasn't able to get a lot of stuff done. I was just taking time to recover so that, I wouldn't make it worse, but I still getting stuff out. And so my review of Jurassic World should be out, in a day or 2. And then I can finally get to editing the next part of my Animorphs reread. So woohoo! And if you go to my blog, you can see where else I am on the web, and say hi. Also, there's a new dragon to be named on the sidebar thingy. So if you want to see the rules and benefits of doing so, go ahead. And if you have been a viewer and reader of my blog for a while, I'm not asking those of you who just stumbled across my YouTube channel or my blog, whichever. I have some ways you can donate. One is I do writing commissions on Fiverr, so if you want a Hannibal, fanfic where after Will learns that Hannibal is in love with him this episode, they, get married or, something. I'm there for your needs. And if you're on my blog, you can find that link over on the sidebar thingy under Ryan Shop. If you're watching this on the YouTubes, the link is in the description. And I have joined the Patreon bandwagon. That I joined it. And so, and I have 2 rewards. One is I'm going to be releasing ebooks in the future. I'm working on a bunch of projects. So one is that you can get some behind the scenes info and, learn about the progress, before the books come out. And 30-minute exclusive vlog every month. Contents will vary. And yeah. And if you're watching this on the YouTubes, the link to my Patreon is in the description. If you're watching this on my blog, the link is on the sidebar thingy under Patreon. So, and if you're a newcomer just coming across me, I don't expect any of your money. I just come under my spell first, and then we'll talk. And until next video, goodbye.